till the age of 50, she had not found anybody whom she felt she could love more than herself. She had not felt that she had found true love. She had been living alone in her one-house apartment in Nainital. She lived alone and was working for an NGO that worked for senior citizens. The work made her happy and she made many friends every day. This lady, Rita, woke up with a smile every day, being content with sunlight, fresh water stream flowing adjacent to her house, and healthy life that she was living in the hills. 2 decades back, she had moved from Vadodara to the hills, thinking that she would find peace, serenity in that which the seekers call truth. She met men, she even met the people she loved, but did not get married. Her notion of marriage was a complete surrender, a complete love that would be beyond any boundary. Her thinking was more like that of a poet. That is what made her life, and have a belief that was not in total correlation with the people around her. She was different, other than the average, but not abnormal. There was a time when she wanted to marry, but her parents were not ready. After many months of struggle, she got married and had a child, but the marriage did not last long, and the couple had to separate after a few years of marriage. It was after that, perhaps, when she started to look for truth rigorously, and that is what made her to move to the mountains. She was alone when she had moved. Her maternal family was not there for her. Her child was not there for her. But she did not lose heart, and in search of the truth, came to a place where she felt she would find herself and be in everlasting peace. Her life was going normally as would have gone, and she did not give much thought to initial search, because there was nothing that made her come in contact with those deeper questions that would have influenced her to think further and to think beyond. All she knew was that she was helping around. Sometimes students from different places came to her for advice on career and even worked with her. The children stayed with her till the time they wanted to, and then further moved out to explore life and themselves. In all of this, to see very clearly, she welcomed everybody, but ultimately, she was physically living alone with no one to help her now with growing age. Her health was fine, and because she was doing a lot of work on her own, she was having strength of the body as well as of mind. She never thought of being in love or of getting married again. That never struck her, because she was done with that part of her life. And for her, now all that was her work and her contribution to society, which she felt was a supreme way of serving the Lord. Her thinking by then had settled. She was not looking for anything new, as if she had felt that whatever she had to see in the world, she had already seen that. And whatever was left now was only the social part of her life that was supposed to go to the society till the time she was alive and breathing. The search had ended, or perhaps forgotten, because those points remain untouched. Bahunam janmanam ante Gyanvan mam prapadyate Vasudevah sarvam iti sa mahatma sudurlabhah. At the end of innumerable births, the man of realization takes refuge in me, knowing that all this is Vasudev. Such a saint is exceedingly rare. This is Bhagavat Gita, chapter 7, verse 19. Then, one day she met a couple that had come to give a lecture in the school she was volunteering in that season. The couple was a young one, must be about her child's age. Rita's child did stay with her. They both seemed initially quite different in their worldly pursuits. However, as she got to know them more during daily exchanges, she developed trust and respect for both of them as individuals and as a family together. Seeing them together, she breathed a new lease of love that she felt happened in youth alone. Her belief then about love was more based on physical images than anything else. However, seeing these two absolutely different beings in mad love with each other made her to realize that such things exist even today. Their persona was magnetic and almost flew like swift breeze amidst stormy chaos. Their test of romance was evident at times of nothingness that influenced Rita to believe that family like this was rare, but not impossible. On a beautiful weekend, she decided to invite them for a dinner. They came in rain and almost managed to reach on time. Rita reported that water in her roof tank was over, and they might have to unfortunately eat in disposable plates to avoid use of water. Together then, they spent the night in the balcony, reliving the view with every morsel. Just as they finished their meals, a storm smashed their locality as if it would take it away, snatching a part from the ground. The three of them decided that it may be wise not to travel and remain indoors with Rita until the storm subsided. Later at night, they all slept in the same house comfortably after finishing rare stories of life meant to be reminisced after all at such odd times. Since water wasn't still there in early morning hours, the three planned a way out to efficiently use it without much ado. First, the young girl went to the toilet. Then the husband visited, using very little water. Once they were both adequately yet measly done with water work, then the senior lady used the toilet. The water story isn't that simple. In a waterless house that night, unluckily, the young couple didn't create any fuss, unlike others of their age who might surely have been alarmed by then. They rather enjoyed the unlikely setup, surprised by no water, disposable plates, inexplicable storm, and undoubtedly waterless toilet in the morning. The storm was over, and cold breeze blew their hair as the couple walked away from a 1 BHK, not so luxurious, but a naturally satiated house. Water shortage impacted Rita more than the couple thought. She had not imagined that the subtle use of water, even eating in one plate to avoid extra plate usage, would give example of true love in that manner. Consciously she knew they were in love, but to be with each other in absolutely every moment of life, alive like that, simply blew her mind. The girl could have complained. The husband could have made faces. Just nothing. They went happy, as if they had been under the most ideal condition. How is that even possible? She thought of her life 2 decades back when she was in the same age. But love, as they say, is rarest of the rare. She blessed them in her heart. Her life moved on. She regularly met the couple with further depth until they remained in Nenada. Thereafter, Rita changed her job roles and began to work with the kids. There she met a man whom she married 4 years hence. And why? Because love could be witnessed at 50 and relived at 54. It is never late to live life, understand love, and appreciate abundance in the nothingness of life.